3 and out. Today, we're going to take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to tell you how we can fix the Buffalo Bills to make sure they're playing their best football as they head into the postseason. At number 1, unleash Josh Allen. Josh Allen played at an MVP level a season ago, and he's shown flashes of being able to do that in 2021. But now, when we have a 4-game run to get into the postseason, we need to let Josh Allen be the talented playmaker that he can be. We've seen he's already one of the best dual threat quarterbacks in the game. We may need to lean into that dual threat prowess. So while he's been spectacular making these throws and throwing all over the yard, we might have to ask him to run the ball a little more to really make up for the lack of production the Buffalo Bills are getting from their running backs. So that means more design quarterback runs, more zone read option type things where he has the option to pull it and keep it, and then more scrambles whenever the pocket becomes chaotic. Josh Allen, go make something happen. When we think about how the Buffalo Bills can put pressure on the opponent, it's number 17 taking advantage of all the talents that he brings to the table. So yes, Josh Allen can throw, but we might need Josh Allen to be a little more dynamic and effective as a runner. Second part, more Cole Beasley and Stefon Diggs. And I know we were saying, I just said we need to run the ball more to balance out the offense, but let's be honest, it's hard to fix a running game in the middle of the season. So the best thing that the Buffalo Bills can do is find a way to replace the running game with a short passing game to Cole Beasley and Stefon Diggs. Cole Beasley is a terrific slot receiver, maybe one of the best, if not the best in the game. So you got to find a way to utilize him, more option routes, more bubble screens, more things where he can take advantage of nickel corners using his quickness and elusiveness to separate and move the chains. For Stefon Diggs is the Buffalo Bills' number 1 receiver. When the ball is in his hands, he makes the magic happen. Remember, this is a guy who was a punt returner in his past life. He understands how to make people miss. He can turn short passes into big games. You have to give him more opportunities. The screen game for wide receivers could be a big part of the offensive puzzle for the Buffalo Bills going forward. So you want to make sure those guys, Beasley and Diggs, get enough touches to impact the game. Finally, better team defense from the Buffalo Bills. I know what you're saying. Like, they're already playing good defense. This is a team that is already top 5 when it comes to points allowed and being able to hold the score down. No, what I mean is I need all 11 taking care of the running game. The running game has been the biggest issue when it's come to the Buffalo Bills having to play defense. Physical teams like the Tennessee Titans, the Indianapolis Colts, the New England Patriots, and even the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have been able to play big boy football and run it between the tackles. And so the Buffalo Bills have to counter that by making sure all eyes in every hat is committed to making sure they take care of the running game. That means more attention to detail, more gap integrity, but more importantly, more physicality from the guys up front. It has to be where you're playing on the other side of the line of scrimmage to really control the running game. So we need to see that happen. In the passing game, without Tre'davious White, it probably means more zone coverage for that secondary. Well, more zone means more opportunities to get your hands on the ball if everyone is playing their role and making sure that they don't neglect their responsibilities. So more discipline, more focus, more detail, keep the ball in front of the defense, rally and run and make tackles. If you do that, you can keep the score down. This defense is good enough to help the Bills go on a run, but they got to make sure they're committed to playing with all 11 flying to the ball. So there you have it. 3 ways that you can fix the Buffalo Bills to ensure that they make a deep postseason run. Unleash Josh Allen. Make sure Cole Beasley and Stefon Diggs are more involved in better team defense. If the Buffalo Bills do that, we'll talk about them making a deep run in the postseason.